Well, it's winter here in Michigan. Time to head inside and do some drills. Hey, for you beginners, drills are the best way for you to get better. I know when I first started, I kind of was the middle of the pack. And so I worked on how could I improve the fastest? And simply it was doing drills a couple times a week. Wall drills, like I'm going to show you today. If I couldn't find anybody to do drills, or I would find a partner to do drills. So the drills I'm going to show you are some dink drills, some volley drills, some mid-court drive drills, but all you need is a hard wall, some painter's tape, so this is up 34 inches and back 7 foot to the kitchen, and I'll show you a few drills that you can do. The first drill that we're going to do is dink drills against the wall. So the key to all drills is you want to make sure you use proper form. As I hit the ball, I want the ball to hit and peak and start to drop and hit just over the line. This target here is, I don't know, the paddle's too high. Somewhere in between is my target, and I'm just trying to drop it into the kitchen. I'm going to start with forehands to begin with. All right, you can see I was really concentrating, trying to hit to that square, to be accurate, get my paddle up every time. So that's dinking against the wall. Do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes every time you do drills. It's up to you, right? That was forehand. Now we're going to switch to backhand. Notice every time I bring the paddle back up a little bit to get ready for the next shot, working on your reflexes, ball, eye-hand coordination. And when you do drills, the whole point of drills is repetition. You're trying to get muscle memory. Not every shot's going to be perfect, and sometimes in a drill you want to work on a specific thing. Maybe one time you want to work on consistency of the arch and the soft shot, and then the next time you want to work on accuracy. And now I'm going to change to, instead of a single-handed backhand, it's called a two-handed backhand dink. And the two hands gives you a little more accuracy in your shots and a little more control. Forehand dinks, backhand dinks, two-way backhand dinks, and now we're going to alternate forehand and backhand. And there you have it, dinking. You don't need much. A wall, 7 feet back. And again, don't forget, you can step in the kitchen if it bounces. So even in your drills, feel free to step in, come back, step in if you need to hit the ball. So that's dinking. Now we're going to work on hand volleys. So a volley is, again, a ball that doesn't bounce. You saw the dinks we were bouncing in between the shots. A volley is a shot that you hit out of the air. Again, in pickleball, a lot of times the ball may come a little high, you're behind the kitchen line and you volley back and forth. Or you see they'll get into a firefight where they're hitting the ball really fast back and forth to each other. Part of the key to pickleball is having good, quick, fast hands. The best drill for that is fast hands drills. So either with a wall or with a partner. And again, you'll need to do both eventually. I don't have a partner today, so I'm just showing you the drills with the wall. I'll demonstrate how to do it on a court with a partner. We'll go from there. So fast hands, I like to come inside the line. It doesn't really matter where, but 3 or 4 feet away from the wall, and you're just trying to hit the ball level. Initially, when you start, you're gonna hit it up like this, right? And that's okay. You can see it's coming back pretty fast. So now what we're gonna do is, though, we're gonna work on backhand first, right? Because again, if you think about your shots, with my backhand, I can cover a lot of space or area, protecting my body. It's very flexible. If you hit me here, it's called a chicken wing. It's harder to hit. My forehand, I'm out here. I can't get my forehand across my body. It gets in the way. So backhand is more of what you're going to hit. Forehand a little bit. We'll work on both. And you can see it goes pretty fast, and you get tired doing this. If the ball bounces, hit it up off the bounce and bring it back up, right? Don't catch it and get it back into the volley. Let's try that again. And again, as you can see, I'm kind of all over the place. Ball moving around, but I really try and get my paddle back on it and react to where the ball is at. So fast hands, work on more and more accuracy. You really want to try and keep the ball waist high and in control. Now I'm going to switch to forehand. A little harder for me. I'm going to go a little slower. So that's forehand against the wall. And now we're going to do alternating against the wall. So just like dinks, alternate with fast hands. So again, every other shot is just a flip of the wrist. Flip one way, flip another. All right, that was close to the wall. You can do the same drill by moving back a little bit and volleying now behind the kitchen zone line. The ball's going to come back slower. You might have to hit it a little harder, and it might bounce in between. And again, I was working on alternating hands there. But again, you can work on backhand, you can work on forehand, or just continue to work on both because you'll develop both at the same time. Now I'm a little further back, and we're going to work on some, I don't know, we'll call it mid-court. This is the transition zone. So you're at the kitchen at 7 feet. The baseline is, I don't know, 22 feet back. So we're, in the middle here. Our target is the blue line in the middle of the wall and just above it. So here we go with mid-court transition forehands. All right, that's a forehand shot, and it comes back pretty quick. And you can see I'm probably about 15 feet away from the wall. Again, do you have 15 feet in a basement, 15 feet in your garage? Now we're going to go backhand. Not the best view from that camera angle, I get that, but backhands, and now two-y backhand. All right, the next drill that we're going to do is paddle pop drill. And again, we'll start forehand, and it's really simple. You just put the paddle out, pop the ball up, not real high, foot and a half above your paddle. You don't want to go up high like that. That just isn't as effective, but eye hand coordination. Center of the paddle, right? You move it around. Once you do your forehand side, and again, you can do quick, you go to your backhand and do your backhand side. Once you get that good and decent, then you can alternate forehand and backhand and keep control going. Right? Again, you can do the paddle pop drill in your living room, watching TV. Well, don't watch TV and do paddle pop. It kind of defeats the purpose. Just work on eye hand coordination. Okay, much more challenging is if you have a flat edge on your paddle, can you do an edge pop? It's a little bit harder. It's a lot harder. I stopped there because I knew I would miss. So work on hitting it on the edge. You can't really do backhand that way, but you can work on, forehand. Again, it's eye-hand coordination, muscle memory. All right, so I mentioned about a partner. I don't have one today. Nobody to do drills this early in a gym with. But again, you can make your own net. I have one made of just PVC pipe, 34 inches high, and it's maybe 6 or 8 feet wide. You can make that. Use it in your garage, use it in your basement. Put a line on the floor. Again, I use painter's tape, 7 feet back from the net. Same thing on the other side for your partner, 7 feet back. And similar to the wall drills, now you can do drills with a net and a partner. Again, you can work on dinking, both of you behind the line, forehand dinks, backhand dinks, moving a little bit, right? And again, within your 6 or 7 feet that you might have in your garage. And then you work on volleys. So step inside the line, cross from each other, controlled hand volleys, right? Keeping the ball level, try and keep it in control. It's going to go all over at first. Don't feel bad about that. Again, if it bounces, try and hit it back up to your partner from the bounce and back into the hands volleys. Work on forehands, forehand to forehand, backhand to backhand. Then you step behind the line it's going to go a lot slower. You have to put a little more pop into the ball when you hit it, right? And it's, again, forehand to forehand, backhand to backhand. You'll do both as you're doing this drill. So you can work on hand volleys with your partner, again, at home, in the basement. You don't need a lot of height, or in your garage. So a great way to do drills to work on improving your game all summer long. There you have it, 5 drills to improve your game through the winter. Some dinking drills against the wall, volley drills against the wall, pop drills, and some partner drills. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. How's your game improving with the drills you're doing? Again, make sure to subscribe. You may be interested in my pickleball coaching program. Watch some of these other videos on how you can improve your game quickly.